It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon. Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's got this down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 5 from the 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And right side, they're going to go option here. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey,
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
Ball.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching.
Touchdown 49ers! Dallas Goedert, from 19 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Tucker McCann now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rosas' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached
Here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking in at the 3, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Burrow now off the bootleg. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott yet again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.